Hello friends, welcome to our channel Mechanical Motivator. Today we are going to see a basic problem on square pyramid. So this problem comes under projection of solid. So these are the basic problem. It won't come under special type problem. Special type problem means freely suspended, truncated solid. These and all called the special type problem. So initially I will be explaining the question and then I will be explaining the given data and then I will be explaining how to solve the problem step by step. So let us go directly to the video. The problem is a square pyramid. So first of all, what we need to understand, what type of diagram we are going to draw. So we are going to draw square pyramid. Square pyramid we are going to draw has a base side 30 mm. So 30 mm side. So side they are given 30 mm. So all the sides of the square will be 30 mm. Axis length 50 mm. So height of the pyramid, that is height of axis length means height. Okay. So 50 mm axis length has one of its triangular faces in VP. So underline this word, has one of its triangular faces in VP and the axis is parallel to and 25 mm above HP. What I am saying is axis is parallel to HP. So axis is parallel to HP means it's inclined to VP. So I already previous videos I just said one hint, right? If the axis is inclined to VP, base diagram will be in VP. Axis inclined to HP, base diagram will be in HP. So in our case, the axis is inclined to VP. So resting position will be VP. Next is orientation. So in regarding the orientation, they haven't said anything like the faces or edges are equally inclined. So we can draw the normal square. So you will be getting a doubt whether we want to draw this type of square or this kind of square. You will be getting a doubt like this. This is the first one, this is the second one. So here they haven't mentioned anything. They are just very triangular face. The triangular face will be indicating this one. Okay, in case if they say that it's equally inclined, faces are equally inclined, we will go with the second diagram. So in our cases we are just going with the first diagram. This kind of square only we are going to draw and draw its projection. So here you need to note down one point, that is the axis is 25 mm above HP. So whenever we are drawing the base diagram, we know very well we are going to draw the base diagram in VP. The axis of the square pyramid is 25 mm above HP. So from the reference line we have to mark 25 mm and then only we should start drawing the diagram. So keep these six clearly in your mind and then proceed with the problem. The first step is initially we used to draw the reference line, but for this problem don't draw the reference line as the first step, so that it will be very difficult for you. What I gave, we are going to draw a square. We know very well we are going with the first one. So normal square. The side of the square is 30 mm. So don't draw the reference line. You are going to draw the square in VP. That you have to keep in your mind. So draw the square as 30 mm. See here, 30, 30, 30, 30. So you have, this is our front view. So we are naming it as A dash, B dash, C dash, D dash. Name as it is. So this distance is 30. All the four sides of the square will be 30. What they said is the axis is parallel and 25 mm above HP. So this is our axis. This is the axis of the square pyramid. This axis should be 25 mm above HP. So above HP means this is above HP. So this distance should be 25. So what you are going to do? You draw the square, right? So from your center of the, how to mark the center? Just join the opposite corner. Join B dash, D dash, join A dash, C dash. You will be getting a center point. That point is called as O dash. So from O dash, take 25 mm, 2.5 cm. From O dash, take 25 mm and keep a dot. And then draw the reference line. So distance from this O dash and reference line should be 25 mm. So that's what they gave. That is the axis is 25 mm above HP. So after this only draw the reference line so that it will be very easy for you. Okay. And then you draw the reference line and mark it as X, Y, VP, HP. So this is our front view. Now I will explain how to draw the top view. Now we are going to draw the top view. So this is the front view, this is the top view. How we have drawn it? See here you have the point, right? Take your scale, keep your scale and try to keep your scale vertically so that you can mark a point here. So where this point vertically you have to mark a point. Where your axis vertically you need to mark a point for drawing the axis. Where this point be vertically 90 degree you have to mark a point for this point. Okay, so now we know very well pyramid means it's the diagram which we are going to get will be triangle. If it's a prism means we'll be drawing like a rectangular shape. So pyramid we are going to form a triangle. So see here, this is the axis. Okay, axis height they clearly given at 50. Axis length is 50. So from this point, you have to draw the axis for 50 mm and then keep a point O from this point. How you got this point? From the point O dash. So this is the center of the square pyramid, right? So from this point, you got this point. Keep your scale vertically like this. Where you have this point and 90 degree, you have to get a point. From here, you have to draw 50 mm. This is the axis line. Axis line is 50 mm and you got the point O. Then just join O with D dash and O with A. Okay. These 2 points I clearly explained. Where you have this point, the same line you will be having this point. Where you have the B dash, the same line you will be having this point. Now we have formed a triangle. Okay. The axis length is 50 mm. Then when you see from top, you can see A dash but you can't see B dash. So A bracket B. You can see D dash, you can't see C dash, right? So D bracket C and O we write as it is. Right now what we did, we have just drawn the front view and top view of the square pyramid. Now going back to the question, what they said, one of its triangular face is in BP. That's what they gave, right? See here, triangular face in BP. So what are we going to do? The O dash, D dash, OD and OC. Here we will be having one triangular face, and here OA, OB is another triangular face. We can keep any triangular face. They haven't mentioned anything. They are just asking one triangular face. So what I'm going to do? See here, ODC. ODC is a triangular face. I am going to place the triangular face on BP, exactly on the reference line. So measure this distance. Measure O to D. Measure O to D in your scale. You can keep any point on the reference axis. I am taking as any point as reference in the reference axis and mark that point as O1. Any point on reference axis, but try to leave some space here, minimum 3 cm, so that the diagram will be looking good. Try to only be going to draw 4 diagrams here, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all. So in between, leave some space so that your diagram will be looking good. So you can keep any point on the reference line, mark that point as O1. Measure O to D. O to D. The same distance you have to measure. And what I am going to do? I am going to place this triangle in this way. See here, I am going to place this triangle in this way. Just replace the triangle in this way. Measure O to D. O to D, you just mark the point D1. Okay. You just keep the point around. First we'll complete triangle and then I will be telling naming. From here to O to D, the same distance. Okay. So next, measure O to A. Measure O to A from take your compass, measure O to A. From O1, you have to cut an arc. Measure D to A. Measure D to A with your compass. From D, you cut an arc, so that you will be getting, both the arcs will be getting intersecting at one point, right? Keep that point. Now draw the triangle in this manner. Measure this distance. Measure this distance for drawing the axis. From A to axis, the same distance, right? Same A to axis. Even you can measure the distance from D also. D to axis, whatever the distance, the same distance we'll be having. Now I will explain how to name the point. So O means O1. Here see DC. Okay, so here D1, C1. Here AB means A1, B1. The same triangle we are going to representing here, but we are placing one of the triangular face in BP and drawing. I think so. This diagram is very clear and it's very simple too. The next step will be projecting all the points vertically as well as horizontally, and we will be getting the solution here. So now what we did is just try to extend this line vertically. So these are all called extension line. Whatever green color, whatever is extension line, it should be drawn very lightly with your 2H pencil. So extend this line vertically, D line vertically, and AB line vertically, and O line vertically. And here extend this D line horizontally, O point line horizontally, and C point line horizontally. So now how we are marking is, see this D and this D will intersect here, so it's D1 dash. This C and this C will intersect here, C1 dash. This B and this B will intersect at B1 dash. This A and this A will intersect at one point, it's called A1 dash. And this O and this O will intersect at one point, it's called O1 dash. Okay, it's O1 dash. Now we have to mark for the hidden. So for drawing the hidden, what concept I usually used to tell is, check whichever point or edge touching the reference line or nearer to reference line. So in this case, O1 is the point which is lying on reference line. So just check it out. Whichever point or edge connecting to this point will be as hidden. See, when you see from here, okay, when we see from here, we can't see this one, right? That is O to D and O to C will be hidden. So when you see from here, just see, when you see from here, you can't see O to D and O to C. So just mark that point alone as hidden and join the remaining. So O to C and O to D will be hidden, and just connect all the points. Now as I said, what we have to mark as hidden is, see here, O1 to D1 is hidden, O1 to D1 is hidden, O1 to C1 is hidden, O1 to C1 will be hidden. Next is join remaining edges. How I am joining? A1 dash to B1 dash, B1 dash to C1 dash, C1 dash to D1 dash, D1 dash to A1 dash. Then you have to join this edge, O1 dash to A1 dash and O1 dash to B1 dash. So you have to join these things with your HB pencil. It should be very dark, okay, because this is my solution. This will be my solution, and you have to rub the remaining part. You have to rub these things, and these are unwanted things, right? You rub these things, you have to rub these points. So rub this, these are not unwanted, okay, these are not unwanted things, so you can rub it so that your diagram will be very neat. Next thing is, this is my solution, and how to dimension. See here, while dimensioning here, this line is called as the extension line. The extension line should be 2H pencil. This line is called the dimension line. Dimension line should be H pencil, and number should be written vertical by breaking the line, and number and arrowhead should be drawn with your HB pencil. Same here also, extension line should be 2H, dimension line should be in H, and 25 and arrowhead should be in HB. Here also same. Dimension line should be in H pencil, extension line should be with your 2H pencil, and number and arrowhead should be with your HB pencil. You have to write the title as C. Square pyramid means projection of square pyramid. Height of the text should be 10 mm. Draw 2 lines and height will be 10 mm. That line should be seen only into your eye. Okay, and write it very legibly and neatly. Projection of square pyramid. And see here, all dimensions are in mm, scale 1:1. Height of the text should be 5 mm. So this is 5 mm, this is 5 mm, and you have to write with your capital letter. All dimensions should be written at the right bottom corner of the page. I hope so this problem is very clear. If you feel this video is useful, means kindly share the video to all first year students. In our channel, we will upload all the problem and concept for engineering graphics. It will be very helpful for you during your preparation. And do subscribe our channel Mechanical Motivator, and stay tuned with our channel. We will be bringing all type of video in various genres. Kindly check the playlist. So whichever is useful or helpful for you, you can make use of it. Thanks for watching this video. Have a great day.